So hello and welcome once again to yet another episode of our lessons. And today we are going to do a very simple process of posting the collected milk to the respective ledger. And of course, in that we will need an action that so already we have an action, so we'll need a procedure that is executed from this post action so that it's able to take these details such as the quantities, the details of the vendor or the supplier with the farmer, maybe the dates and the user that has been posting. So essentially we'll need a table to store those things, or rather a ledger table to store that. So going to our source code, we can just create a table, new table from the wizard. You can just call it collection ledger, and then let's have fields such as entry number. Let's have it as an integer. Integer don't have like sizes. We can have like maybe farmer number. Sorry for the typos. This is a code of size 20. We can have a quantity or quantities. Let's just call it quantity, which is in decimal. Decimal don't have length. You can put it and try to see what happens. You can have the person posting this data as let's call it posted by, and then let's have a code of size 20. Let's have another field called posting date to record the date. You can have it try to be more creative and have date time. You don't have to put the length for that. You can have another one called maybe reversed, just a boolean. It's a field of type boolean with no length to take care of scenarios where you reverse a transaction. Another piece of information that we may need in this table will be okay, the reason we may not need farmer name is because we have another table storing that information. So we can try to insert this. Okay, let's have this as our table. There's one blank field that I almost created. I'm going to delete that one so that we have this milk collection ledger as our table. And then we put no property. You can just have a page, simple page. Go to pages, right click, wizard, then go to page, and then let's call it milk collection ledger, maybe ledger entries. So source table is milk collection ledger, then this is a list, and then let's just click next, and then we transfer all our fields excluding the default fields from the Microsoft. And then in this page you can try to have another property called editable. Let's have editable false so that no one can be able to edit this data directly. Maybe insert allowed, let's call it false so that no one can insert directly. We'll just be using procedures. And then we can try to expose this table in a role center. So we'll go to a role center right here, and then let's try to have it on the area embedding just right here. It's an action. This is how you expose the table. Let's call it the name as it is, milk collection entries. Okay, this one will run object. This is a property that run object. It can run report page. For this case, we just want to run page, and this page is milk collection ledger entries. And then I think that is okay. We'll just don't put any filter. Unlike this line 55, there's a filter there. It runs this vendor list, but now it has to filter a given category of vendors. So I'm going to execute, and then we will see just the page the way it appears. So we've managed to create the table, the page, and we've now exposed it right here in milk collection ledger entries. This is the row center. And then when you open, it is nothing. And unlike other pages, it does not have add, it does not have edit, it's just a page. Unlike this other page for farmers, you see it has this number of course we've not added any action in that page, but again we have this new and delete, and yeah, maybe we don't have edit here. So anyway, we've created the three objects, the one in green because I've not committed or posted them to the Git. So we've created the table, we've created the page, and we've also exposed the page. So now we're just going to create a code unit. Right click, new, and then code unit. Then our code unit, you're going to call it just a name that makes sense. Maybe call it milk collection posting, and then I don't know, can we give it a source table? Oh, no problem, let's just go with that, with the name, and then we'll add other things first. So a code unit is an object that may be used to run various procedures. You can have many, you can have one, you can have a dedicated code unit that only does a single thing. So code unit has global properties such as description, access. You can have subtype, you can have table number when you want to specifically run for a given table. But at this, let me just use one of the properties called the subtype. Let's have it as normal. So, and then inside here, I'm going to have a procedure. There's a snippet for procedure. It's called t procedure, but I don't want it to be local, so I delete that one. Click tab so that I can be able to edit the name of the procedure. So this will be the function that will be helping us to post the milk collection. So we are going to have a procedure called post milk collection. Sorry. So this procedure, let me format. It has these local variables. So we are going to have local variables, and we are going to maybe and then the body. So let me just create some two local variables, or just one. One will be important. Let me have it as a milk ledger. Milk ledger now will be our destination table, where this is a record. So you create a variable for the record, and then you mention the milk collection ledger. This is our variable for milk ledger, and this is where we'll be inserting our data. But again, this is a procedure. Inside here, you can have parameters. Outside here, you can have return values, maybe decimal or something. But now we will not have a return value in this case, because we want it to just not return anything, just insert the data to the milk collection ledger. So I'm going to create a parameter here, or rather like it's like a parameter at the same time, it's like a variable. So whichever way we'll use it, let's have it a var so that we can make some good use of this var. So we'll just refer to the milk collection record. It's a record, or rather table. So milk collection header, So this is a table that we had already created. Don't worry about the space. This one happened during our, so we can correct it, but that one will take us back to something that we want. We don't want to do that. So we can insert data directly to the table, or we can check if the data has already been posted. Um, Let me just mention important things here. So we'll be inserting data to the milk collection ledger, and then we have this. Okay, this is init. It's just a procedure. It's an inbuilt procedure that initializes the table. It will initialize this table now. It's like telling the table now, get ready, get ready. We are going to bring in some data. So prepare yourself, prepare some space for the data. It's like it opens the table for things to enter. It's like a pre wherever for the data to enter the table. So importantly, you're going to have we have one primary key right here called entry number. It's primary key. So entry number, you can just insert like 1 because it's an integer. You can insert 2, you can insert anything. Okay, let's have it 1, but this is basic. We'll just come and do something that is important. Let's insert milk collection ledger dot. Let's insert farmer number. Farmer number, we are going to get it from this table, milk collection header. But then we're going to get it through this agent. This agent is what we call variable. So let's call our agent now, milk collection, and then give us the farmer number. So there's one field that's called document number, but we'll just come back to that. Let's just get the date, posting date. It's a date time, so we just take the current date time, so it insert the current date time. If it's now, for instance, if it's 22:10 at on 10th of March 2025, it will insert that one. So another thing that will get inserted here is the quantity. This is very important. So the quantity will get it from the milk collection record quantity, and then we'll also need user ID. So the user posted by, we'll just get the user ID from the default inbuilt function. It's just an inbuilt procedure that gets the current user operating at that time. And then most importantly, we need to have milk collection dot insert. So all this source code here, it's like you're staging data from the right side. The right side has the source, and then this one is the destination on the left side. So without this one, no data will be inserted to that table, and without this, table will not be ready to insert anything. So this is the first thing when you insert data to a table, and this is the last thing. Of course, there are many other things, but this is a very basic thing. So I think we should just test this one, but first we need to run this procedure in using an action. We already have an action, so an action is in this milk collection. There's an action called post. I'll just search it here. Where is it? It's in actions. Yeah, right here in the post. So from whatever we were doing, you can just have this. You can maintain the clause, and then but we'll have to create a variable or like an agent that will instruct the code unit to come here and do something. So let's call this milk post code unit. It's a code unit. So it's a milk collection posting, and then so we'll directly call it milk collection post collection, but we will need to pass the parameter, which is the rec in this case. So it takes the parameter that we had declared. When you control click this one so that you can go to the reference, to the definition. So inside this soft brackets, you have this variable s from this table. And remember, we are doing it, we are calling this function right here in this page, whereby the source table of the page is the milk collection header. So when we say rec, in this case we mean we are referring to the current record. So I want us to try to do this, but first let's insert a message here so that if we are successful, let's just call it success, and we close it. Okay, let me publish and see whether anything will happen. My fingers crossed. So let's go to this record here. Let's click post success. Yes. So it said success. So it means the code ran from line wherever. Okay, first let me explain what happened. When you execute this post through the action ref right here, it first of all it's line 107. It goes to this Codeunit and then specifically to this destination, and then of course it does what it does. It runs up to this point. It's a success. So let's confirm if the data is at all there and if it's the actual data. Okay, we'll go to our role center, milk collection entry. We have one entry number is 1, and this one is coming from this point. We have inserted one here manually, and this is not recommended. It's highly unrecommended for a serious software developer to do this kind of coding. So we'll have something to take care of that, local things that we did. It has inserted the farmer number, it's 2000. I don't know if that is true. Let's go to the record itself and confirm. Yeah, the farmer number is 2000. The quantity is 90. Yeah, you can see the quantity right here is, where is it? It's 90. So it was posted by yours truly, and this is the time, that the date and time that it was posted. So we are going to go back and try to advance our source code. We are trying to do things better. First, let's check whether we have posted the record, and then we'll also try to right here. We will these are just comments. We will create an incremental number to take care of the entry number, and then we will mark the posted entries as posted. First of all, you can internalize the idea that we've done and it has worked. Now we want to get better in what we are doing here. We want to check if the record has been posted. But first, there is a field that is very important. When you go to milk collection, open collections, right here we have this number here. This is like a document number. So let's have another field in this table. Is a milk collection table right here, and then let's have another field called this is number 7. let's call it document number. It's a code of number 20. I remember it was 20. It doesn't matter anyway, so long as it's more than what is there. But it's good to just standardize your thing. And when I come here, I want to insert the, maybe right here, I want to insert it into the ledger document number from milk collection record. It's called the number on the other hand, but here will be the document number. So so first let's check whether we've inserted this record, whether this record is posted. So what we do, we will like invoke the message to ensure that the record is not already posted. So we will check if in our table milk collection rec.posted is true. Okay, we can just have it is equals to true, or rather when you leave it that way, posted, without putting a note here, note, because it's a boolean, so there's so many ways, but let's just use the simplest way. If milk collection record posted, if that kind of record, if this, okay, let me just go back here. Okay, for instance, we had initially had these posted ones. If it is posted like this, it's posted, it's true. Like if it's posted, then let's have an error message, and then let's just text a string, and then let's say milk collection number. Let's have something better again. It will take the number dynamically, is already posted. However, our function has also been hidden so that it's only visible on the posted records, but it's good to have this thing just in case the user gets interesting and try other things. So the error message will just give pass our milk collection rec dot number right here, so that this number, see where we have the modulus function, the modulus sign there, percentage one, that means this, whatever it's inside outside here, will be given right there. So so after checking if it's not okay, obviously if it's posted, what is likely to happen in this line is your program will just end here. It will not proceed to the other levels. So now it will terminate with this error, like it will just break with that error message. And again, maybe we can just test this one. But first we need to go to our main collection page and then disable this visibility. We had already advanced, and try to see whether that function works. Let's go to the posted ones so that we test with what we know already been posted. Let me try to click post. You can see mail collection number M003 is already posted. Okay. So we will just create a procedure to do for us some service here, like to get us the next number from the entries. So we'll make use of whatever we have here. So it's a local procedure, get next number. And then I'd love this procedure to also do something like return an integer. So we send it to get us the last number, not just to get it, but to bring it and insert right here in line 14. So for it to be able to do whatever it's doing, it has to refer to a record. Let's call it has to go to the ledger, which is our record, in this case milk collection ledger. And then inside the body, that is just a local variable that will be used inside here. We'll just check if ledger dot find last. So there's this inbuilt function that gets the last number. If it finds last, then exit now will exit with this one, like it will just get that. So inside here we want to say ledger dot entry number. So in this case it will get us the last entry number, and that means I'll just demonstrate using what we've already done here. So let's go to milk collection. Look at this ledger. It only have one ledger with the entry number 1. So the last one will be this record here, and the last one will be number 1 right here. So it will get 1. But now we need it to be intelligent enough to get us the next number, because we've called it get next number. So it will just add 1. So we are asking it that whenever you get any number, please add 1 for us to be able to have the next number. So, but if you don't get any number, if the table is blank, then we introduce the else. Else, you exit. If there's nothing in the table, then you give us 1. Just 1. That is enough. Okay, you can decide to terminate this or not. It's just the last statement in the body. It doesn't matter what you do. So, but we believe that this will work. Now let's invoke it here. Let's call it here get next number. So let's try to post one record in our attempt to see whether this is working for us. So it's posting, it's publishing, it has finished publishing. Let's try to post this unposted record here. Okay, this is posted, yes, but it is not marked as posted. We'll mark it in our next test. Posted success. Are you sure you want to close this page? Yes. Let's go to this list. We have 2 records. You can see we have entry number 2. It's exact same entry, yes. But since we have not marked it as posted, we will still post it. So let's below here, okay, after insert, I want us to mark this record as posted. So we like okay, let me just have a comment here. Okay, it's already down here. So let's have our little function running here. So we are going to mark the milk collection record dot posted. We are going to have it as true, like it is actually posted by line 23. This thing should have posted the record, and then I'm just reminding myself that we needed a posting date right here. Okay, it's actually there. So now that you've posted, instead of having it right here, let's have this down here. It's not necessary being there. Let's format. You don't always forget to do modify. So milk, sorry, this is a very wrong variable. So let's have it as milk collection, then posting date. It's giving us an error because the data type, this one will be date. Okay, today. Let's have it as today. Today is just an inbuilt procedure that gets the date of that day. So we've actually created a procedure that has managed to post the milk collection, and we added these few lines, and then I said this one will modify our existing record, which is the farmer milk collection header. Okay, this one. So this function here, right here, you can see that it refers to the var right here in the parameter section, refers to the milk collection header, and then it makes changes. That is if the insert is successful. If the insert is not successful, of course, the program will not run up to this point. And I've explained this message, but first let me remove the. But anyway, let's pause this one and see. Are you sure you want to close this page? Of course, yes. You must enter the quantity. Okay. But you can see milk collection number 6 has been successfully posted. Farmer number 2000, quantity is 90. This is where that story is coming from, right here in line 26. Milk collection, this will take the milk collection number, and then farmer number, you can see modulus 2 to take the farmer number, and then modulus 3 to take the quantity. So guys, that's it about how you can create a milk collection code unit that moves data from one table, which is this table, the table for this page. There's a table for this page. Yeah, right here when you create new, you're going to have okay. Let's go without those ones. Let's go with the farmer. Maybe we have custom metals, and then we have 45 liters. So you can see there are many other things that they are popping up, but that is because of what we did in our previous lessons. So essentially that's how it is done. In case of any comment, any suggestion, any questions, feel free to reach out through our channels right there. So thank you guys for your concentration. I hope that meant something to you.